That's what happens when nobody in the crowd knows the damn words. But in Bad Bunny's defense, there was a similar reaction in the crowd from Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance last year too. But at least they can understand the words. But it's not just conservatives who were throwing shade at the Super Bowl. Even Chris Brown took to the internet to tell y'all how he felt.
Donald Trump, being that we're talking about the gatekeepers, the ICE, the performance, he says this is the worst performance ever.
The president's reaction was just hilarious. The Super Bowl halftime show was absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense, is an affront to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. Which is true. There is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch. It will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. This man does not care. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Make America Great Again, President Donald J. Trump. This man does not care, man. This granny had a similar reaction, and it's going viral all over the country.
I'm like, who is this man? Golly! He can't sing. I mean, like, what is this? Golly! This is ridiculous. And got the American flag and all these other flags. And yeah, God bless you too. Get off the stage. Please get off the stage. Get off. Put the game back on. I can't stand this. Tell me that. I mean, what in the world is all this foolishness? Thank you. Get off the stage, please. Jesus.
I love the internet. Apparently there's this bar in Florida, and the bar in Florida was playing the Turning Point halftime show, and one of the patrons didn't appreciate it, and the bar manager told him to eat a dick.
I came here for the halftime show. The whole experience. Why aren't you playing Bad Bunny at the halftime show?
Because I put this halftime show on. Because this is what the majority. If you filming me,
I'm filming you. Why are you doing it? Why didn't you play Bad Bunny?
Because the majority.
Well, I'm gonna pay.
Get out.
I'm gonna pay first.
Luke, this is why.
I gotta pay first.
This is why I said no.
I gotta pay first. But I'm asking a question. I'm not being violent. Yeah, I gotta pay first. I shouldn't pay because I came here for the full experience.
What's your tab under?
Which show to put
Super
on?
Bowl experience.
Okay, what's your tab under?
All right. I came here for the full Super Bowl experience. Are you the bouncer? Are you the manager? Are you the bouncer or the manager?
He's the manager.
All right, I'm speaking to him, not you. You do what you do, and I talk to him.
You don't
I
tell
came
him
here
what
for
to
the
do.
Super Bowl experience. The full Super Bowl
This is the
experience.
halftime show.
This is not the halftime
It
show.
is the halftime show.
No, this is not. This
It's
is
called
not.
the halftime show.
We're at the zoo, and the zoo refuses to play Bad Bunny for some reason during the halftime show. They want to play somebody else. All right? I'm going to put this on my social media.
There you go, baby.
Good.
All right?
There you go.
that, actually.
There's your tab.
Amy's
You have a good night. Thank you.
You might get customers, you might lose a lot of customers. Because you might look like a
I guess
racist.
we'll see.
All right?
I guess
You
we'll
might
see.
look like a racist.
So do you.
Why?
You're a racist.
Why?
You're complaining about the show.
This show right here is not
All right,
the
can
show.
we do me
This
a
is not
favor?
part of the Super
I
Bowl.
have a bunch of other things that we have
I
to
came here for
do.
the Super Bowl experience. This is not part of the Super Bowl.
So don't come
Okay.
back.
This was not promoted.
So don't come back.
So don't come back. Don't come back. And you know, there's one thing I want to talk about real quick. So many people are actually comparing the Super Bowl's halftime show to Turning Point's halftime show. There's no comparison, literally. One is the literal Super Bowl, and the other is an independent organization that put on an alternative. Do you think they thought their numbers were going to rival that of the Super Bowl? So many liberals online are like, ha, the Super Bowl had 143 million and Turning Point only had 5. Excuse me. Don't you understand that Turning Point USA had 5.1 million devices watching the Super Bowl halftime show that they put on during the actual Super Bowl's halftime show? 5 million live streaming devices on YouTube alone during the Super Bowl. They weren't competing. They were just doing something awesome. That is awesome. I don't care whether you support Bad Bunny or Kid Rock, liberal, conservative, Charlie Kirk, or Renee Good. Anybody who get 5 million people watching a live stream at one time, that's beyond successful. But this ain't the only funny thing that happened during the Super Bowl.
Let's go!
A few moments later.
Inspiring message for Stefon before the game. One inspiring message for him.
Good luck.
A few inches later. 12 seconds later.
Seattle reigns above them all.
That was a little fast. Let me give it to you straight. So apparently Cardi B and Stefon Diggs broke up some time before the Super Bowl. Cardi B allegedly spent over $1 million on a Super Bowl party for Stefon Diggs that neither one of them went to because they broke up. And then Stefon Diggs had one of his other baby mamas and fresh newborns in the front row at the Super Bowl in the friends and family area. Because, you know, he got 3 other baby mamas from the same calendar year. I just want to know what all the birds who were celebrating Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are going to say now. And when I say birds, I mean birds. I mean raggedy heifers. What are you going to say now? Y'all were literally out here celebrating Cardi B leaving a cheating husband to get with a cheater. And he got pending charges now. Because the Super Bowl is over. Now he got charges. Remember? He allegedly assaulted his former chef, live-in fine chef. Allegedly. Like I always say, life is crazy. I just report the news. And ain't nothing crazier than leaving your cheating husband who you have 3 kids with, who you were okay with his cheating, but now the cheating has become too much just to get with a dude and get pregnant by him while you going through a divorce, and he got 3 other women pregnant in the same calendar year. That is the goofiest, dirtiest Bronx shit ever. I done told y'all about the Bronx. They're dirty. Y'all are dirty people. And I'm sorry if you're from the Bronx and you're not dirty. But you know your community. That's why you escaped the Bronx. Anybody with some sense or know how to wash their ass properly leaves the Bronx. Jim Jones was from the Bronx, even though he act like he from Harlem. He ain't from Harlem. His braids is too dusty to be from Harlem. The nigga's from the Bronx.